welcome to another progress update type video. I promise this will be the last one, this 9.2 video. You may even notice that I'm uploading this at a later hour than usual. I really tried to throw something together and make some sort of a video, but I really couldn't, so yeah, I don't really have a choice. Either I'm not going to upload anything like last week, or I'm going to upload this. But again, I know this happened twice now, so yeah, just know that I'm pretty sure this will be the last one, because the nozzle has finally arrived and I started printing the rest of the 2.4 parts, but I will get to 2.4 in a second. I also had a Dragon hot end. I think I mentioned it in an earlier video, and I mounted it to the Voron in some time. I don't think I covered that. Well, the thing is, when the nozzle clock happened, apparently I didn't notice it also clogged the heat break as well, and well, while I was trying to clean it, I broke the heat break, so I'm back to Triangle Lab V6 clone. So when we do the upgrade to the 2.4, I will be with the V6 clone, I think, but I will switch to the Dragon as quickly as I can, because it's a better design. With the 2.4 I will also use the formerly known as Orbiter, the Afterburner Galileo extruder by Jared on the Discord. But initially I have to go with the regular clockwork extruder for the Afterburner, mainly because I ordered the parts for it earlier, and I'm part of the group buy for the Galileo, which, well, it will take some time to ship as far as they say, so yeah, that will happen in the summer. Until summer I will be using the stock extruder. The parts from China for 2.4 upgrade started arriving. I now have like a third of the parts that I need. You know, the China shipping situation right now is not great, it's taking forever, and on top of that, my stepper that I ordered for the clockwork extruder from Stepper Online, that got stuck in China for 2 months and then they cancelled the shipping. I reordered it, but turns out they also have problems with their stock, as far as I can tell, so who knows when that will arrive, and that alone is enough to delay the project. So yeah, that's not great news for the 2.4 upgrade, but I will do it as quickly as I can, and as I said, I'm in the progress of printing the parts needed for it. But this situation means that while I was normally planning to make the episode 10 the 2.4 upgrade video, that is not going to happen. But don't worry, I do have something special for it for episode 10 as well. In episode 10, we will do the printing of the 2.4 parts, but on top of that, I will do a mod, in the mod that I mentioned in the 9.1 upgrade, the electronics chamber. I want to reach it with a hinge system with a piston that's raising it, and I now have the 2020 extrusions hinge, so all I need to do is to modify the electronics chamber and, you know, move the things to mount them the other way around, and yeah, I should be able to do it fairly easily. So that is coming, and I'm pretty excited for that because I think it will look really cool with kind of like a car hood, and it will also make life a lot easier. So yeah, that's a mod that I'm really excited about. Another thing I've been working on is designing a gantry board for the Afterburner. As you know, I have a breadboard there with multiple headers just to make plugging and unplugging easier. Well, I've been working on a more advanced version of that. I don't think I'm actually ever going to really get this PCB printed and assembled, etc. But yeah, it's just an idea that I've been fiddling with Easy EDA. I know this isn't the best PCB design software out there, but the thing is, I don't really know anything about PCB design, and this seems to be the most beginner-friendly software out there. If I was serious about this, I know I would have used KiCad, but yeah, this is simpler as far as I can tell. Anyway, this is what I designed. These are 254 spacing and correct hole size. I don't remember what it was, but it's correct for Molex KK plugs. I just used pin headers here because, well, that's what they had in their library. Anyway, as you can see, this is a decent sized PCB, but it is small enough to fit there. I think I measured it. It's 80 millimeters wide, 45 millimeters tall. And yeah, I should go over what I have one by one. First of all, I'm sure you noticed all of these LEDs. These are NeoPixel LEDs, or NeoPixel is Adafruit's brand name basically. They are actually easy to find with a different part number that I forgot. So yeah, I have 10 of these. I intend to use these as a progress bar for the print on the gantry. I think it would look cool. I think the Octoprint's enclosure plugin allows you to do that, but if I can't use it that way, it will be just a RGB LED lighting system, just in case if it doesn't work, but I think I can get it to work. And this chip is just for raising the logic level from Raspberry Pi's 3.3 to 5 volts for these. I have fuses in the inputs, even though they're not that necessary, and a cap for the 5 volt because there is a decent amount going on here. What I also have is this, which is Max 31865. As you know, I'm using that for the PT100 with a daughter board. Well, the theory is having it closer to the gantry reduces the resistance from the wiring and allows for more accurate readings. So yeah, that's the theory at least. So if I go with this, I will be able to see that. Obviously I will need actually more wires running in the right now the umbilical cord, but I may switch back to the zip chains, Chinese zip chains. So instead of just 2 wires, I think I will need 4 for the SPI. And yeah, there's that downside, but still it's a good idea to have it here. This is a temperature and humidity sensor, and again that's for the enclosure plugin. That will allow me to monitor most importantly, the temperature of the enclosure. And well, in the long run, I can even integrate a enclosure heater if I wanted to. But there are downsides to that, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that. But even if I don't do that, knowing the enclosure temperature is additional, it's an additional information that could improve my print quality if I consider that when I'm setting the settings for the print. And lastly, I have 2 more LEDs here, as you can see. I think it's pretty obvious what these are. These are red LEDs that will light up whenever the hot end fan and the layer fan are running, and when they're not, they'll shut down. So that should give me an idea of if the signal coming from the SKR is working properly and driving them or not. That should give me an idea of that. And yeah, I should also mention how this is going to mount. As you can see, there are 2 holes. These are M3. So in the back I will design a mount with threaded inserts that will go down like this and mount to the afterburner carriage somehow. That shouldn't be too hard to do. I didn't look at the CADs yet, even though I have them. I don't know if they're publicly available, by the way, but yeah, I have them. As I said, the plan for the PCB isn't finalized yet. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do it or not, but yeah, that's just an idea that I've been fiddling with that I might as well show you. And yeah, I think that will be it for the video, but there are a few more things I wanted to mention. First of all, I wanted to say this in last week's video, but I didn't release one last week, so yeah, I'll say it this time. As you know, I'm not great with words, so yeah, I don't have the greatest words. Sorry for that. I just hit, not just, as you know, I hit 500 subscribers last week. I just wanted to say thank you for all of your support. Thank you for watching the videos and supporting me. And I will continue making these videos as to the best of my abilities. And yeah, I hope you will stick around, enjoy them, and yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about that. And yeah, as I said, I'm not great with words, so I'll cut it short. And yeah, one more thing, I hope you've been enjoying the cat in the background for this video. I didn't have anything to put there. Instead of a static background, I put my cat there, so I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed this video as well. If you did, please leave me a like down below, and thanks for watching.